Welcome to the June 2021 Energy Update. Some of the themes are Metamorphosis, Diamond Upgrades, Innovation, Collaboration, Creativity, and June's affirmation: with each breath, with each step, with each heartbeat, my metamorphosis from GOO to woo. And we're also introducing our June power animal. This is something new. Caterpillars. Caterpillars are obviously about the metamorphosis, the transformation, appearances, creativity, cycles, determination, goals, hope and inner beauty, longevity and luck, and of course, metamorphosis. Calling all light workers, healers, and empaths. We have a beautiful, safe space called Unleash Your Soul's Purpose. Please join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, free on Zoom. Join us June 5th and 6th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific for the Christ Consciousness Summit. Look at all these amazing healers, light workers, teachers, coaches, and authors. It's going to be amazing. As well, register for the New Moon Ritual and Readings, Healings. It's absolutely free, June 10th at 4 p.m. Pacific. And then we also have the Full Moon Ritual Readings and Healings, also known as the Strawberry Moon, June 24th at 4 p.m. Pacific. I'm Christine Gold, spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, old soul healer, and soul purpose mentor. Please share, like, subscribe, and comment. And as well, book a one-on-one Reiki reveal session, healing, or mentorship. Healing begins where the ego ends. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to June's Energy Update. Like I mentioned in the video, maybe you skipped ahead, but I'm Christine with 24 Karat Healing. I'm spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, old soul healer, and chaplain as well. So welcome, come on in. If you're new, please say hello, share this out, subscribe, like, whatever it happens to be. Please, this is a community, and I don't know if maybe you noticed, but last month there was no energy update. If you don't know, but my mother passed away April 29th, 2021. So we were dealing with that as a family. I do feel, every day is different. Grief is different for everyone. I actually recorded a podcast episode about it, grief, losing a loved one. So you can check that out wherever you get your podcasts, and pretty eye-opening. I also talked about, make sure you're planning your funeral, you have your final wishes and all that stuff. So feel free to check that out on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts as well. And yeah, the overall energy for June is metamorphosis. And I'm bringing in some new things as I'm being inspired. I'm bringing in a power animal. And, animals are signs. They're symbols from your spirit team, from your guides, your angels, your loved ones. And they come through as messengers. The indigenous worked with animals all the time. You've got the wolf spirit and the crow spirit and the bear and whatever else, right? So I love animals, always have. Being an empath, we're naturally drawn to animals and working with animals. So I'm like, this is just a natural, upgrade in a way. But I also want to take a moment here in Canada. I'm recording this in Victoria, British Columbia. Couple days ago, before recording this, they had found a mass gravesite for Indigenous children in the residential schools. And this is around the Kamloops area. So I do have, this is my orange shirt. I know it was wear your shirt day, but I think, it's something that we need to keep near and dear to our hearts. And I'm just sending out lots of prayers and healings at this time. So something, that's been called forward to heal, right? We're all doing it. We're all doing it together. As well, there's a lot of talk about Fairy Creek, protecting our ancient trees, our ancient forests. They've been around for hundreds and thousands of years, something that's, again, I love nature. So tree spirit, right? So find ways to support and to get the word out if you feel passionate about those things, or what is your thing, right? So the overall theme is metamorphosis, and I do a bit of a channel as well. But we typically pick out about 5 different themes, 4 to 5. And I love that, it just came in, divinely inspired from GOO to woo. Because we know when the caterpillar is in the metamorphosis, right? Things change, the structure changes, things are taken out, and then it becomes a goo and it's all mucky and murky. I can think of it as a lotus as well in the mud, like you're in it, you are in it. And what comes out of it? A beautiful butterfly. I mean, last week we were covered in caterpillars. We're having our coffee and they kept dropping and they're going across the sidewalk. And I brought home one with me, just the tiny green ones, not the ones that have, the yellow or the orange little stripings going on. And I just wanted to show you, so this is the power animal. Appearances and creativity, cycles, determination, goals, hope, and inner beauty, longevity, luck. Let me know if you know what your, there's a spirit animal, there's a totem, there's a power animal. Really, it's, whatever you like. I really identify with the cat, big cat energy, clearly. Love the unicorns. I mean, that's a whole nother realm, right? That's the elemental realm. Maybe you worked with winged ones. I love dragons. Personally, I have about 8 around me at all times. And you're probably thinking, well, how do I know? Well, it goes with practice and opening up to your intuition, which I am, filming courses about that. So if you're interested, let me know. But we'll get right into this. And as I talk about each theme, I will be pulling a card to go with it. And here we go. Everything's new, right? We're already did I mention we're already halfway through 2021? Crazy. Where has the time gone? Where has it gone? I don't know. It's like poof. So it's coming from Colette Baron-Reid and Alberto Villoldo. He is a shaman. Obviously, the deck is called the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Such a beautiful card deck, 64 cards, guidebook. I love how it says we are all sacred dreamers dreaming the world into being, and discover your true identity as a dreamer. And I love dreams. I have a gratitude journal. I have a dream journal. I have a poetry journal. I have many journals. If you're like me, maybe you're not, but it's always good. That really helps build your book of signs and symbols, because when you're aware of what's going on, you're like, I don't know what that means. Oh no, that's right. I do know what that means, because I've been practicing. I've been paying attention. I've been having visualizations and meditations and being very open and aware of what's going on. Not just these 2 eyes, just the one eye, all seeing, right? Right. Okay. So metamorphosis is really the same thing as transformation. It's the same thing. So it's all about patience and vitality and changing and morphing and adapting. And there's a lot of diplomacy. Yes. Observing more, responding and not reacting. We're all going through this work and we're all changing, right? So, and communication. And destiny really is what we make of fate, and reclamation. We're reclaiming ourselves. We're connecting with ourselves again. We're waking up And no, you're not crazy. Mm-mm. I just heard what was crazy is that it took you so long. Again, that's that shadow ego thing going on, right? So let me know if this resonates with you. And now I've already pre-shuffled, smudged these cards. Beautiful artwork on the cover as well, like sacred geometry and just amazing. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out. Do you see on the caterpillar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Fives in numerology are all about change. There's a reason I picked that graphic, right? There were lots of caterpillars to choose from. And we chose that caterpillar specifically. All right. So what goes with metamorphosis and transformation? Oh, gosh. Ooh, skywriting. Skywriting, card number 49 out of the deck. And well, that almost looks like a full moon, not quite. Working with, and that's interesting, skywriting. I see it all the time. I've seen a lot of X's in the sky. Some people call it spraying or whatever you want to call it, but it's written in the sky that you have a destiny. You're being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. Oh, that's about the transformation. And that doesn't mean your path is easy, paved with gold littered with diamonds. Interesting. So, nor does it predict that your journey will be treacherous. So, you've got to be radically accept. All right. Whatever you're faced with, every aspect of your life it's perfect in its imperfection. And there is none because you're God's child too. So not good or bad, neither in flow or not blocked, this or that. So see your life as opportunities rather than obstacle courses. Or why me? Don't fall into that victim consciousness, okay? Because once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open the power of curiosity. And you're not burdened by yesterday's fears. You look ahead to the potential of future. You need to be brave. You think the caterpillar is like, oh gosh, I'm not going to change or transform because I'm scared. Caterpillar does what he does. He eats, he gorges himself, and then gets ready for the metamorphosis. You're facing a critical moment with opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point for your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it. Leap into it, adventure. It may be scary, but what comes out of this transformation? A beautiful butterfly, right? So this is card 1. All right, I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to keep track of that for my monthly newsletter. If you'd like to sign up, let me know. And the link should be in the comments too, but there's some exciting stuff coming up in the newsletter, and it's sent out once a month. I try not to email more than 4 times a month, maybe once a week, depending on, events or what's going on. So look forward to that. All right. So yeah, I absolutely love that. Transformation, metamorphosis. This one I'm excited about, diamond upgrades. I do talk about, your DNA activations, light codes. I have several friends that work with that energy, with Mother Earth, with Gaia, really tapped into Schumann's resonance as well, which is a global, that hurts the energy of the earth because it does have a sound and a frequency, right? Just like we do. No different. So this is a willingness to be awake and go beyond the mainstream news or mainstream anything. We are all facets of a diamond. And I see this as mirrors too, right? What are we reflecting? What's coming back? What would love do? What would love do? We are all going through it. So stay open and listen. Lots of self-care, taking care of yourself, finding more moments to detach and let go and go outside, please, at least for 10 minutes. Get your vitamin C and your vitamin D and all of that, right? So bridging, we're not going to be singing all, the same song, but maybe it's a new tune. What are you attuning into? Tuning into. All right. So the next card for the diamond upgrades is interesting. This is an interesting card. Wood Wives, adaptability. Adaptability. Card number 6. Oh, this is the last card in the deck. Clearly. Looks like a woodland fairy, a maiden, strong roots and growth. So it's to remind you to be grounded no matter what life offers you. So as you're upgrading, you need to remember who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you've learned to date, and what boundaries that set you, to feel good about yourself. And life is going to offer you something extraordinary. Receive its blessings, but being grounded gives you more freedom, not less. You really got to be attuned and tuned in to these global shifts and upgrades. You have everything you need. Be flexible, be amazed. The Woodwives are both wisdom keepers and students of the new world. I always say I'm a student of the universe. As the forest spirits, yeah, this is a really forest spirit energy, isn't it? It's beautiful. The halo, and this is absolutely like she is part of this tree. The tree is part of her. She's branching out. I also see like antlers. It reminds me of antlers. And then she's got this orb of energy. Diamonds. Wow. Always, grow and expand. So learn, be in the beginner's mind always. Let go of your rigid notions of how things should be, and be present to what is right now, and not being, brought down by projections. Is there a storm brewing because things need to change? No worries. Nothing can uproot you now. Nothing. And it will pass because you dance with nature and move with it all. So, wow, it's a chance to do something new. And you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. So have no fear. Remember your roots, your integrity. Integrity comes from the word integer, which is a whole number, wholeness. Authentic self, stretch yourself beyond the invisible line, and sometimes the boxes that we put ourselves into, right? All right, that's card number 2 to go with the diamond upgrades. This is fun. I don't know about you. Let me know, let me know how you feel about this, and, share with me as well. And please, yes, like and share and subscribe. Now we're moving on to 3 innovations. 3s are about mind, body, spirit. Being very innovative, doing things differently, that's how we always do it. No, that's not always true. Sometimes we need to bring in the new, right? So contribute a different way in the world. Don't take the world personally. We're always, as Wayne Dyer says, don't go looking for ways to be offended. Find innovative ways to find your sense of humor, to bring in new ideas, to maybe solve a problem or tweak something, right? It's an opportunity. Change is ever evolving. Unity is diversity. You cannot live in the past. Like the good old days, they're great, but you can't live there, okay? You can't live there. You can say, that was great, this is now, and I'm going to remember the teachings. So think for yourself. Absolutely, think for yourself. All right. Oh, what's next? Oh, interesting. The next card is Root Girl. So we went from the Wisdom Wives to Root Girl, going with, it's interesting. This is like a shorter stump, or they call it the tree's knees, where it's a stump. It looks like it's dead, but you can see that there's still growth here, right? And just a little girl, a little child. Oh, there's some symbols in here. I see mushrooms and leaves and branches. Hidden beauty, the need for acceptance and love. So she's shivering, unclean, and naked at the base of the tree of self. She is unloved, unwanted, shunned for her deformities. Oh. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures manifesting as guilt and shame. Oh, there's ways to innovate this, right? So, whether you project envy onto others or any emotion you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child. I just want to hug her. Self crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into the root girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, you would realize this is part of you that asks for compassion and understanding. I know this as my truth for June is compassion, joy, love, and truth. Those are my words, my key words. Like, I'm gonna write yourself a mission statement about who you are. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you are not whole. We're all going through this, okay? That your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. And it may have been, we know this has been inherited from the ancestors. We know this. However, it was the child self came to be curled up at the roots of the sacred tree self. It's time to welcome her into your heart. Aww. So when you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is transformed just as you are. Then all manner of magic beings to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. You are absolutely beautiful. And it is 111 right now. Oh boy. All right. And 6 and 4 is 10. These are ones. Ones is in intuition. Pay attention. I feel like this is the deepest message in this whole monthly reading, this whole theme. Finding ways to innovate yourself instead of living in the past of who you thought you were. You are not your story. You are not your trauma. You are not the labels. You are not the persecution. You please love yourself, forgive others. And if you're angry, get it out. Get it out. Go run, go scream, go punch a pillow, go do something constructive. Art the crap out of it. Art therapy, right? All right. Collaboration is our next theme. Collaboration. I talk about this has been a huge, part of 2021. Community, collaboration, co-creation, right? It's connection, it's fertility, it's community, it's nurturing, it's bridging, it's that Empress energy. Step into who you are. Step into who you are. And this is a hummingbird that my son, I'm getting distracted, bought for me a while ago. And that is also how my mom comes through. I see hummingbirds all the time now, everywhere I go. So really, that's, I guess, a message to pay attention what's going on around you. Oh, wow. Okay, cannot make this stuff up. Card number 40, which reduces to 4, mindful. The group think. Group think is collaboration. Maybe I should change this to group think. Spirit always has a better message, don't they? Keeping a clear mind, hurtful thoughts, the group think. So the human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of restriction or a place of never-ending expansion. Right now, be careful where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key, and you're in a fertile time for full manifestation. You want to ensure that the seeds you plant will sprout and flourish. Be mindful not to scatter weeds. I think, you can feed the weeds to the chickens too. Got to look at it in a different way, right? It's easy to be influenced right now, especially in the digital age. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. So if you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself with this negativity and then see more of the outer world. So It's an illusion, guys. This is who you are. Look at this beautiful, that sun energy, that moon energy. There's a time clock, music, a key, a rose. The key is here. This is your sanctuary, the tree, the masks. Oh my God, there's so much happening in this card. It's crazy. Oh, there's a little kitty cat in the top corner and a hummingbird on top of a cake. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, right at the top corner here. Here's a little kitty, and there's the hummingbird, and there's the cake. And you know what? I love cats. I love layered chocolate cake and hummingbirds. So this is wow. Stay out of gossip and other forms of groupthink. You know, when someone will come up to me and say, "Oh, do you know so-and-so does this?" And I'm like, "Really? How do you know that?" And then they're like, "Well, I heard." Ah, you heard. So you don't actually know. So guess what? I'm canceling this out. No, I don't subscribe. Bye-bye. So for when you cut another person down to their level due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself. So fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine your universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hopes and goodness. Be mindful of what your mind is full of. And keep the faith. Good brings more good. Love more love. Gratitude more gratitude. That is the only attitude. Oh, okay. All right. We're moving on. Here we go. Creativity is theme number 5. So just pivoting, really, you know, if you have a business of some type, you're thinking about a business, you're going through a lot of things right now. Creativity is, you know, the way to tap into all of it. And if you get an idea and inspiration, go and do it, or at least write it down, put it in your calendar, put it in your book, expand on it. Don't let it go. Have fun. Creativity creates more enrichment in your life. It's cyclical. It's saying, okay, universe, thank you for that divine inspiration. And now I'm going to go and do it, or at least acknowledge it. And I welcome more. So when you go and do it, they're like, oh, wow, she's doing something, or they're doing something. So let's keep sending them stuff, right? So stay creative, have fun, play, draw outside the lines. I took some of my mom's coloring books, and I've been coloring more. That was something she loved to do, and I love to do it as well. So all right, last card for this one. Oh, wow. Card number 30 for creativity, which is number 5. Herald of Change. Herald of Change. And 3s are about mind, body, spirit. Good news. Caution. Herald of Change. Look at her on the horse with the ribbons. Reminds me of a documentary I just watched on YouTube called Herd. It's about horse healing. It's amazing. You must watch it. It's a beautiful story about empaths and unconditional love and healing, and how we're all walking that path. So when the horseman appears, spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad. So your task is to point out the beautiful when people only see the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud absolutely has a silver lining wrapped in a beautiful bow with a flower. So be a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic, catastrophic mind, dire predictions, and dreadful expectations of the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead. Hallelujah. Woken from a long, dreadful slumber, and you're back. You're back. Return of the Mac. That's what I heard. So the horseman also cautions you not to allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure there's substance in the news you spread. You're willing to live up to the expectations you raise. So the world will welcome you with open arms. So also, you know, this is a prosperous and peaceful time. And apparently when this one shows up twice, it's a caution. But if you heed his warnings, all will turn well. But I just see this as, wow, we're doing this amazing work of metamorphosis, transformation, utilizing our diamond upgrades, feeling them through innovation, collaboration, and creativity. So this is like the absolute outcome of all of this work that we're doing in June. All right, guys. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So I just wanted to share a few things. So bear with me. This is June's affirmation. Let me know. I'm going to be posting on all social media as well. So with each breath and each step, with each heartbeat, my metamorphosis is from GOO to woo. I obviously a play on words, but I was really kind of channeling this in with the caterpillar spirit, right? So that's, my affirmation for June for all of us. And maybe you have one for June. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. Or maybe you do daily affirmations. Whatever it is, have fun with it. Let me know. All right. So I have a few things here. Yes, the new moon ritual readings and healings is happening June 10th. And it's at 4 p.m. Pacific. And just let me know if you'd like a link to that. Comment new moon to get the link for this. And I'll also leave it in the comments too. Oh gosh, there's so many events going on this month. Also, there's a full moon ritual readings and healings, and also known as a strawberry moon in Capricorn, which is my sign. So, woo, I'm sure this is going to be fun. I'm going to be feeling that one, but it's going to be amazing. And comment full moon to get the link. Comment full moon to get the link for that. That's going to be fun, June 24th. All right. Moving along. Like I said, there's so many things. Also tune in every Wednesday for the Power of Healing Your Energy show. When I recorded this, I've got Christian de la Huerta coming on. He is a transformation teacher, author, and TEDx speaker. Amazing, amazing guy coming on Wednesday. It's every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain, 3 Pacific, 7 Eastern. Every Wednesday, guys, it's live and then also put out on podcast. And so thrilled to have these amazing, beautiful healers, light workers, teachers, and authors for our Christ Consciousness Summit this Saturday and Sunday, June 5th and 6th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. live on Facebook and YouTube. And it is free. Did I mention it's free? And we're giving away prizes. Every host that comes on, every teacher will have a 30-minute segment, either teaching a meditation or talking about Christ consciousness, angels, trauma, singing, Qigong, empowerment, whatever it is, ascension. They're going to be giving away a gift. But at the end of all of this, I will be giving away a reading and a 3-month Unleash Your Magic intuitive one-on-one mentorship. Whew, try and get that out. That is a value of over $1,000. So if you're like, what is my life's purpose? I don't know if I'm intuitive. I think I am. I feel I am. I need help. I've had many beautiful ladies already go through and they have changed their lives. I can think of one, Marsha. She is so positive. Like when we were thinking about that last card about positivity, and, being the cheerleader, she truly is. And she wants to be a death doula as well. So we co-created this together with her. So I'm super excited and proud of her. But there's so many other stories, right? As well, every Saturday, Unleash Your Soul's Purpose, 10 a.m. Pacific through Zoom. It is a safe space for empaths, light workers, healers, and it's absolutely free. If you'd like the link, just comment soul. I think I've covered everything for this month. Let me know how you're feeling about this month. Let me know, what happens throughout the month. If you're catching it mid-month, doesn't matter. I feel like this is a very timeless reading. We're talking about skywriting. We're talking about the woodwives and adaptability. We're talking about the root girl, the disowned self. We're talking about the mindful, the group think. And then lastly, the horseman, the herald of change. the herald of change to come through. That's what I truly believe. That's what I truly believe. All right, guys, I'm sending you so much love. And let me know how your June is going. If you, as always, if you need help reading a healing, I have a complimentary 15-minute intuitive call as well. Links are all below. And have an amazing June. Please take care of yourself. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Take care.